as it is time for the Grand March. All medal winners coming out on the mat in this year's Grand March. One of the sweetest sights in high school wrestling. Doesn't matter how old you get, does it, Roger? It still gives you goosebumps every time.
Well, it certainly does, and they're going to start playing the Olympic theme song here in a second after they introduce our Grand Marshals, our escorts here, Alan Bestie from the Union and Bud Legg. Bud Legg, Jamie, has been an invaluable resource for us as he has been a long-time media check-in. He's the first face when we check in at the gate. He's the first face that we would see, and he would always make sure that we had everything that we needed and did a super fantastic job keeping great history of sports. So a very valuable resource there for the Iowa High School Athletic Association. But this Grand March is something else, I'm telling you what.
And Zach, you were a part of the Grand March 4 times in your high school career. I'm sure even still watching this today, you can remember all 4 of those times.
Yeah, this is a time that some of these guys can celebrate and walk out in front of those crowds and give them applause for everything that they've done this week so far. I've been there when I just got to hold the flag stick of each weight class. I've been there, 2-time finalist, being able to getting ready for a match. That was probably the toughest time. Once again, this right here is just unbelievable for the state of Iowa and for all these kids to come out here and get this opportunity as they continue to do this. The hard part is if you're in the upper weight classes of getting through this, and then all of a sudden, you have to get ready for a match that's later on, and then you got to go warm up. So that emotion is running high, and you got to get mentally prepared for your match. If you're 106, it hits you a lot quicker, but being in the middle of the weight classes at 140, that was a little bit tougher, and sitting around waiting for your turn to get on that mat. So it's a great thing for these guys in the state of Iowa. You can tell everybody's on their feet and paying attention to all these wrestlers coming out here. You're looking at the guys and the finalists out there right now. Some of them with nerves, some of them bouncing up and down, trying to keep loose, and it's just a special thing.
And Roger, 26 of our area place winners out there tonight for the Grand March, and they wrestled and they earned every bit of this here tonight.
Well, we just had an exceptional bunch of guys that we brought down, Jamie, 31 wrestlers, and I'll tell you what, they wrestled their hearts out, and we're going to have 4 of them here in the finals that we get to watch tonight, so outstanding job.
All right, as we are going to have a national anthem here tonight, as it'll be Shayla Stephen of Western Dubuque. We will play that anthem for you live here tonight on KMCH. We'll have that national anthem for you here in just a minute. This is the color guard coming on. Shayla Stephen here in just a short minute.
Tonight's national anthem will be performed by Shaylee Stephen. Shaylee is a junior at Western Dubuque High School, daughter of Ray and Shiloh Stephen. She is under the vocal music direction of Chris Whipple and Judy Waterman. As a part of the vocal music program at Western Dubuque, Shaylee is involved in the audition chamber and Fifth Avenue show choirs, as well as playing lead roles in the fall and spring musicals. Shaylee also frequently performs the national anthem for Bobcat sporting events and is honored to be able to perform for you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Shaylee Stephen in our national anthem.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so bright? Whose broad stripes say bright dawn through the perilous sky, o'er the ramparts we march, we're so gallant victory. And
Very good. Shaylee Stephen, Western Dubuque in our national anthem. As we take a look and preview our 4 finalists that we will have for you here tonight. Starting at 113 pounds, and we'll have 2 finalists at 113 pounds. As in Class 2A, it'll be the freshman Isaiah Weber of Independence. He will be taking on Matthew Lewis of Centerville. And in Class 1A, it will be Aiden Noonan of Cascade. The sophomore will be taking on Bo Klingensmith from Woodbury Central. Then we bump up to weight class 152, and Brady Henderson of North Lynn will be in the finals for the 2nd straight year. He'll take on Corey Van Ort of West Sioux Hawarden. And then in Class 3A, at 182 pounds, it will be Devin Ludwig taking on Jacob Wempen of Linmar. And Roger, I know you always you look up our stats throughout our tournament as far as area wrestlers and Walmart Conference wrestlers. But before we get to that, again, we have 4 finalists here tonight, and a little piece of history here tonight, as West Delaware became just the 2nd team to ever win a traditional state tournament with 0 state finalists, as the Hawks will win the Class 2A tournament for the first time since 2013, and just the third time, in school history, as they won it back in 1991. The 2nd state title of the week for the Hawks, as they won their first dual team title on Wednesday for the first time since 1991. And Urbandale back in 1996, they won the Class 3A title with 0 finalists. But the Hawks, the first team ever to win a state title with no wrestlers placing 3rd place or higher.
Well, Jamie, that's been the story of the Hawks all year. You've talked about it a lot, and as we've watched the Hawks wrestle from starting off with that Waverly duel early in the year to the Bob Murphy tournament, to the Benton tournament, to the Battle of Waterloo, it's been the depth and the strength. You know, that the West Delaware lineup is a solid lineup, and every wrestler is a very well above average wrestler. And when you bring 8 wrestlers down here, you have 7 medalists, and you have your 8th guy is 2 points away from being a medalist. That shows great team depth, great balance, and just a fact I'm going to add to that West Delaware fact, Jamie. They went 23-18 on matches, which, you know, you think, as we were watching, you think, gosh, they wrestle a lot better than that. Didn't they win more matches than that? No, they were 23-18, but of those 23 matches, they had 6. They had 6 of those wins were by fall. 1 was by technical fall, and 1 was by major decision. So they had 8 of those wins 8 of the 23 wins were bonus point wins. And when you can get down here in the state tournament and you can medal 7 guys and you've got 8 of those wins were bonus point wins, that just shows the depth of your team, the outstanding balance of your team, and that's how you win a state tournament with no finalists. So outstanding job by the Hawks, and it's just been a wild and crazy week in that sense, where you've got things happening that we haven't seen for a long time.
Absolutely, as of course West Delaware currently in the lead with 76.5 points. I was talking with Coach Boss last Sunday, and he thought 80 points might get a trophy in this Class 2A. He didn't think less than 80 points would win the whole tournament, but the Hawks in first with 76.5. Second, Clear Lake and Spirit Lake Park tied with 58.5. Both of them have finalists here tonight, so that could change. Fourth is Sergeant Bluff Luton with 57 points. Fifth is Union and PCM Monroe, as they both have 56.5 points. Independence in seventh with 56, and Solon in eighth with 53.5 points. And you mentioned it earlier, looking at this, West Delaware has wrestled a majority of these teams at some point that are in the top 10 or better, as they wrestled Crestwood. They're in ninth, wrestled them in the state duels on Wednesday. Solon is eighth, wrestled them 3 different times this season. And then Independence, Hawks wrestled them in the WAMAC, and of course, also in that Benton Community Invitational. Sergeant Bluff Luton, the Hawks saw them out at the Perry Invitational. So we covered a lot of matches here, Roger. I think this would be a good time. Our total stats for the week as far as our area wrestlers, they wrestled well. 21 state medal winners out of the 31 that we brought here.
Yeah, I think I'd have to go back and look at the records I've been keeping by percentage-wise. This has to be one of the top 5 years since we've been doing this, since I've been doing this, where you have that number of kids that you've been following and bringing home that many medals. So an outstanding job. Well, here's what we've got this week. First of all, we'll look back at the WAMAC. The WAMAC qualified 41 wrestlers, and they're going to bring home 28 medals. They're going to bring home 28 medals, which is unbelievable out of that. And out of the 28 medals, 5 are going to be in the finals. So we got 5 finalists out of the WAMAC. 5 of the 14 weights are going to be WAMAC wrestlers. So unbelievable strength of that conference. And then looking at our 3A wrestlers today, we were following Western Dubuque. This week, our 3A wrestlers went 13-10, and the Western Dubuque Bobcats are going to have 4 medalists out of their 5 guys. Class 1A, our Class 1A guys went 24-18 on matches, and I didn't go back and look at the individual medals that they pulled out of that, but Class 1A had several medalists also out of our total. Class 2A went 41-30 on the week, so an outstanding week by our Class 2A wrestlers for a total of 78 wins and 58 losses from the wrestlers that we covered online and called hold by hold. So an outstanding job by our Northeast Iowa wrestlers. Our totals look like this, Jamie. We covered live on Wednesday 126 matches with Independence and Western Dubuque and West Delaware in the state duels. Then Thursday through today, another 136 matches covered live on air for a total of 262 matches broadcast. And out of those 262 matches that we broadcast, we've got 4 guys that are either going to be first or second. We had 2 third-place wrestlers. We had 7 fourth-place wrestlers. We had 3 fifth-place wrestlers, 2 sixth-place wrestlers, 1 seventh-place wrestler, and 3 wrestlers that are going to bring home 8th-place medals. So unbelievable week of activity here, and our Northeast Iowa guys should be congratulated for a week well done, and they can make Northeast Iowa proud. They can make their high schools proud. They can make their communities proud. They can make their parents proud. They can make everybody proud. So nice job, nice work, and a great tournament for the guys that we've been following.
It certainly has been. And, Zach, of course, normally on this day you always kind of look up your we always have to go back to Facebook to see when the first year you joined us, but I think around 2012, 2011, somewhere in there is when you've joined us. And tell you what, it's always a good time. You don't get to see a lot of wrestling as you're busy coaching baseball and trying to run a business throughout the wrestling season, but you get to come out to the state meet every year, and I tell you what, it's always fun to have you along. It definitely helps Roger, especially with the amount of wrestlers we've got to cover and the amount of stuff that we're trying to do up here to keep things running and rounding up coaches for the Coaches Corner on Fridays and Saturdays, and always good to have you along, and we certainly appreciate you joining us, but always fun to come down here and watch the state tournament.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is something I circle on my calendar every single year, and actually my baseball family I call back at our facility here in Des Moines. They know exactly what's going on, and they know that I'm going to be gone for the last, since 2012 when I really started my baseball program off. So they understand, they know my passion for this sport, and we're continuing to build a wrestling program here down in Des Moines. Love to try to get back to Northeast Iowa. Unfortunately, our business is here in Des Moines, but something that if you're a West Delaware Hawk, you're always going to be a Hawk, and that's one thing that I continue to watch, and I listen to you guys almost every single weekend, and I'm not going to say, anything about the listeners here, but you guys do such a great job with what you guys do and how you cover Northeast Iowa. I think it's hats off and tip of the cap to all you guys. Obviously, if it wasn't for you guys, Northeast Iowa would kind of be lost when they're coming to the Perry Invitational, for example, coming down here when you stayed with me. and all of that stuff, and got to be able to see them for a weekend. But it also helps for people like myself that leave that Northeast Iowa and are still connected with all these families. You know, I remember back in the day with Coach Voss and the Hawk families, and looking and watching Jaden Payton grow up wrestling, and watching Wyatt Volker wrestle and those guys, and now they're here, and that's crazy because that tells us that we're just getting older and older and older, and these guys, I didn't think we're ever going to get to that age where we're going to see them in this atmosphere, and that's really fun. So something I look forward to. I don't think there's enough thank yous for you two right here from anybody out there in Northeast Iowa, because you guys do such a great job. I hear time and time again that just you guys do a tremendous job, and that's nothing but the truth.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a break as we're going to hear from Dan Gable here inside the arena, as he's going to give us. Dan Gable's going to give us the words of wisdom to get this thing kicked off here tonight, and then we'll be back with Isaiah Weber and Aiden Noonan coming up at 113 pounds. You're listening to the 2019 Iowa High School State Championship from KMCH Sports.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And, of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille Sports Bar, East Main Street, Manchester.
Holtz Construction in Manchester, your local contractor for all your ag construction needs. Terry and the staff at Holtz Construction support all area athletes and are here to serve you.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
East Buchanan Telephone has been providing outstanding customer service to local areas for over 50 years. Services include high-speed internet, DSL, wireless internet, HD video, business and residential phone service, and more. Call East Buchanan Telephone for more information.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value most, whether you're auto, home, business, health, and even your life. People's Insurance Agency, partnering with Heritage Mutual, has been protecting your assets for years. Please call your local insurance advisors located at 1212 West Marion Street. People's Insurance Agency delivers peace of mind.
The staff at Bowenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home in Earlville are proud to support all area athletes and coaching staff in tournament action. Wishing you continued success from Bowenkamp Murdoch Funeral Home in Manchester and Clifton Murdoch Funeral Home in Earlville.
Steve Moyle Masonry, a family-owned commercial masonry contractor based in Manchester. Quality is what we're about. Visit us online at smoylemasonry.com.
Winthrop Blocker does all custom and specialty processing and third-party labeling. Stop by the Winthrop Blocker for a large selection of award-winning bacon, sausage, jerky, a variety of broad steaks, and more. Visit them online at winthropblocker.com and on Facebook.
Susie Meyer with Exit Realty has been serving the Manchester, Delhi, and surrounding areas with all their real estate needs. Call Susie Meyer with Exit Realty. She has a proven track record and is ready to work for you. Good luck in tournament action from Susie Meyer with Exit Realty.
Biofield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Biofield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
C&J Dirt Works in Delaware is here to help you with your tile work, new construction, rock hauling, and more. Contact Chad at C&J Dirt Works to help you with your spring and summer projects, offering free estimates.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
Community Insurance in Edgewood is proud to support all area athletes and wish them the best of luck in tournament action. For all of your auto, farm, business, and home insurance, Community Insurance in Edgewood cheering you on to victory.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Nutrien Ag Solutions in Winthrop, the world's largest provider of crop inputs and services. Contact Nutrien Ag Solutions in Winthrop to profit from their experience.
Your family.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up your USDA choice ribeyes, don't be surprised if you find yourself lingering among the delicious fruits and vegetables in the produce department. Shop Fairway in Manchester for low prices and all your grocery needs.
Himes Awards provides high-quality awards and custom laser engraving for any occasion. Himes Awards, located inside the Pro Shop of Lightning Lanes in Manchester. Stop in or go to HimesAwards.com.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call on a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Beck's, the largest family-owned retail seed company in the U.S., is dedicated to the needs and profitability of farmers. With access to the most diverse genetic and trait offerings in the world, Beck's provides farmers with the right products for their farm. Place a Beck's seed order. Contact your local seed dealers, John McMillan in Aurora, Adam Reth in Manchester, and Russ Funky in Dyersville.
J&D Catering and Suites in New Vienna provides exceptional handcrafted food, whether a cocktail buffet, formal dinner, or a themed event. Let Diane and her staff create a customized menu sure to wow your guests. They offer an extensive specialty cupcake and cake menu. Call or check them out on Facebook. Let J&D Catering and Suites set your next special event above the rest.
Looking for a place to gather with family and friends? Your look is over. Gather your family and friends and head to the Hillside Sports Bar and Grill. Join them for some great food and sports before, during, or after the game. Best of luck from everyone at Hillside Sports Bar and Grill in Monticello.
Hi, this is Chris Henry, Service Manager at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader. Our goal is to make your car buying experience the best possible, and our factory-certified technicians are dedicated to you and your vehicles. Stop in and see us at Brown Sales and Leasing in Elkader, or visit us online at forbrowns.com. Your hometown dealer, wherever your hometown may be.
Ellis Implement and Outdoor LLC in Coggan is the go-to spot for all of your farm equipment and servicing needs. A servicing dealer for farm and outdoor power consumer lines such as Bad Boy Power Mowers, Bush Hog, Woods, Dixon, Kohler engines, Big Dog mowers, and more. Ellis Implement and Outdoor LLC in Coggan wishes the best of luck to all area athletes.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Moyle Rental Services has the equipment you need to get your jobs done, from skid loaders to high-reach forklifts, man lifts, and more. Stop by and speak with Jason at Moyle Rental Services on Rocky Ridge Road in Manchester.
You expect big hits on the field, but not on the road. So when the unexpected happens, call Krager Body Shop in Dyersville. They specialize in major and minor collision repair and frame straightening. For all of your auto body work, see Krager Body Shop in Dyersville.
Come to the Palace Saloon in Dyersville for great food, cold beverages, and friendly atmosphere while cheering on your favorite teams. The Palace Saloon in Dyersville wishes everyone in tournament action the best of luck. Go teams.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and New Vienna. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Wolf Cool Electric, your full-service electrical contractor with a wide range of services for residential, commercial, agricultural, and sales, installation, and service of solar and wind energy systems. Contact Wolf Cool Electric in Delhi today for a free estimate.
Put a little south in your mouth at Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack in Manchester. You can't go wrong with any of their melt-in-your-mouth menu options. Dine in or call ahead for carry-out. Book them today to cater your next event. Rockin' 5K Barbecue Shack in Manchester.
Rivers Edge Construction wishes all the area athletes the best of luck in tournament action. If construction plans are in your future, call Lyle Palmer at 563-920-0046. Rivers Edge Construction can help you with your residential and commercial new construction and remodeling plans. Call Rivers Edge Construction in Manchester today.
This is Jamie Vasky, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
Angela Weinkoff with Wapsie Insurance Services in Anamosa wish all area athletes the best of luck in tournament play. Just like the area coaches, Wapsie Insurance Services can come up with a plan for you.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
Anyone can win a game, but it takes a lot more to be a champion. It takes hard work, dedication, and teamwork. That's what the athletes and teams of the area bring to every game, and it's what Champion Seed does as well with its all-star dealer team. Don't just play to win.
Communications.us. High-tech communications changing your world with technology.
Barron Motor Supply is proud to support all area athletes and coaches. They appreciate all the hard work and dedication in and out of the classroom. Good luck from Barron Motor Supply in Manchester, your auto parts professional since 1930.
West Bend's home and highway policy provides you with one policy, one bill, one deductible, and one agent, all with no hassle and a portion of your annual premium back in cash if you don't have a claim. To find out more, contact your local West Bend agent, Eric Smith, at Parrott Insurance in Manchester at 927-2791.
Del Clay Farm Equipment in Edgewood would like to congratulate Al Bushaw on his retirement after many years in the parts department and welcomes Gene Miller to the staff. The parts open house is coming March 11th through the 15th at Del Clay Farm Equipment in Edgewood.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Back into the Wells Fargo Arena. We've got two matches coming for you right now. In Class 1A, it's Aiden Noonan of Cascade. He's taking on Bo Klingensmith of Woodbury Central. And over on the 2A mat, it is Isaiah Weber of Independence taking on Matthew Lewis of Centerville.
Well, what a match both of these guys are going to be. Both of them have earned some respect here coming down here, Jamie. Weber, the third seed, punching his ticket to the finals with 3 falls, unheard of by a freshman coming to his first state tournament. But wrestling lights out. He's wrestling a familiar opponent. These guys wrestled in the championship match of the Benton Community Tournament, and Lewis winning a very close match. Off the edge of the mat they go. Back to the circle, Independence putting on their championship singlets, the all-black singlets with the broom piping around the shoulders. There's a sweep single by Weber. He's in deep. He's going to cut across to a double, and he's going to set Lewis on his backside for a 2-point takedown. So a tap and go, outside single, cut across to a double, textbook. Great shot there by the freshman. I'll see if he can lock that cradle up that he's worked with Magic. Weber has not been, he's been out of the third. He's not been to the third period yet. He's pinned every opponent in the second period, but I'll tell you what, this is going to be a 3-period match.
And over on the center mat, still scoreless with Noonan and Klingensmith. 45 seconds left to go, first period in our Class 1A mat.
48 seconds left to go on the 2A mat. Weber doing a nice job riding that inside wrist. He's sitting over he's spiking the right ankle of Matthew Lewis. Lewis, a sophomore for Centerville, 45-1. Weber coming into the tournament at 44-5. He's now 48-5. What a freshman campaign for this young guy that's absolutely wrestling lights out right now. 23 seconds left to go in period number. Weber up on top, riding tough inside wrist now on the left, looking for a half Nelson on the left. Tried to scoop a chicken wing on the left. Now Lewis is going to roll the chicken wing out. 10 seconds left to go in period number 1. Nice job by Weber, double inside wrist, and he is grinding on Lewis, and hopefully that'll come back to take its toll as this match progresses.
Back here in the middle match, Bo Klingensmith came up with an outside single, and Aiden Noonan fighting him off with the whizzer right there at the end of that period. So it's still scoreless, 0-0 going into the second period, as it's Aiden Noonan's choice, and he's going to take down.
Well, Weber up 2-0. The flip went Lewis's side. He's got the red leg bands on. He's going to defer over to Weber. And Weber looking over to Coach Donnelly and Coach Josh Weber, his dad, in the coaching chair there. And they both said take down. So they're going to change positions here with Weber going down and Lewis up on top. Now Lewis riding tough. Knee slide to a stand-up by Weber.
1-point escape for Aiden Noonan in the center mat as they go out of bounds here with 1:38 left to go. And we're going to get 2 points for Noonan, as I believe they're going to call a penalty point on Klingensmith, and Aiden Noonan's going to go up 2-0 here. It looks like he was grabbing the fingers or twisting the fingers of Aiden Noonan, so Noonan leads 2-0 here with a minute and a half left to go.
Over on mat number 2, the championship match, a chicken wing by Matt Lewis. He's got Isaiah Weber going to his back for some counts there. And that could be the fall. There's the fall. Matt Lewis is going to win by a fall with the chicken wing. And 2:57, Matt Lewis will win by a fall. Lock that chicken wing up, and I'll tell you what, Lewis is strong. And, I think Isaiah's going to learn a lot from that decision right there. Jamie, we've talked about that.
Here's a 2-point takedown for Aiden Noonan. He goes up 4-0 here in the championship match. At 113 pounds, 45 seconds left to go here in period number 2.
As they go off the edge of the mat right there with 39 seconds to go in the second period, Aiden Noonan is going to be up on top of Klingensmith from Woodbury Central. Come back to the center of the mat with just 39 seconds to go in the second period.
Noonan will ride the left side. Noonan will ride the left side of Klingensmith. With 25 seconds left to go here. 25 seconds left to go here in period number 2. Noonan with a 4-0 lead here in the championship at 113 pounds. He's riding on top of Bo Klingensmith right now. He's got the legs in with that cross-body ride. He's looking for a power half Nelson right now with just 5 seconds left to go. And Aiden Noonan will take a 4-0 lead into period number 3. It'll be Klingensmith's choice. He's going to go down to start period number 3. So let's see if we can get, if Aiden Noonan can get right back into that crossbody ride here. Over on mat number, the Class 3A mat, again, Isaiah Weber of Independence losing by fall in the championship match to Matthew Lewis. So Lewis now a 2-time state champion. Drake Ayala is going to win that match 22-5, a tech fall for the Fort Dodge Dodger. So just Aiden Noonan and Bo Klingensmith remain here in the championship match. Now we're going to get stalling on Klingensmith from underneath. Noonan's going to throw the leg in on the right side, cross-body ride, trying to get both legs in here. He's going to try that power half. Nelson should be potentially dangerous, and it is. So they stop the match with 1:31 left to go in period number 3. So we'll reset. Klingensmith still underneath. Noonan leading 4-0 here. 1.5 left to go. A sit-out by Klingensmith. Got to be careful here. If you're Aiden Noonan, just give up 1, not 2. But he gets the leg, and he goes right back to that power half Nelson on the left side of Klingensmith. Might get stalling again on Klingensmith as Noonan trying that power half Nelson. But, again, in this situation, not a whole lot Klingensmith can do here as we're going to get potentially dangerous as that shoulder of Klingensmith went up near his shoulder, or that shoulder went up near his ear. With 1:09 left to go, we'll reset again. Starting on the right side is Noonan. He jumps to the left, try to chicken wing on the left side. As now he's going to go that power half Nelson. Doesn't have the cross-body ride in yet. Now he's going to throw it in. And I tell you what, he's so comfortable here, guys, with that cross-body ride, and he's always looking for it.
Well, if you got a guy that can ride the legs like he is, Jamie, it's very, very difficult if you are underneath because you got to create some space. And the way Noonan's hip-to-hip right there and staying behind the arms and stuffing the head looking for that power half Nelson, he's just very, very tough to break away from.
Absolutely. As Klingensmith came to his feet, we're going to get potentially dangerous again. 40 seconds left to go. Now a sit-in by Klingensmith, and Noonan wisely bails out of that, and he's going to give up a 2-point reversal here. So it's 4-2. 30 seconds left to go here in the championship of 113. Noonan with a 2-point lead, and now he's underneath of Klingensmith. 25 seconds left to go. Aiden Noonan, the sophomore from Cascade, clinging to that 2-point lead, trying to win his first title here at 113 pounds in his sophomore season. Now stalling against Noonan. 10 seconds left to go. Aiden Noonan looking to win a state title for Cascade as his brother Nolan earlier today finishing, and that's going to do it. Aiden Noonan of Cascade is going to win the state title. His brother Nolan finished 5th earlier today. Aiden is going to finish as your state champion at 113 pounds with a 4-2 win at 113 pounds.
And Jamie, amazing. Noonan is a sophomore. He came into the tournament unseeded, 45-0. He's going to win 4 matches here, and he's going to leave at 49-0. What a season for Aiden Noonan.
Absolutely. Great job by Noonan. As now we are off for a while, all the way to 152 pounds. Roger, before we sign off here, you're going to head out and try to beat the storm. Again, you're entrusted with that vehicle of that we so greatly appreciate from Rundy Auto Group, that 2019 Jeep Cherokee, as you're going to try to beat the snowstorm. So before you leave, I just want to thank you for everything you do here broadcasting on KMCH. I tell you what, nobody can keep the action going, and not to make fun, I'm not poking fun at these two wrestlers, but Carson Petland and Drew Evans had 3-2 ultimate tie-breaking matches earlier this week, and nobody can quite make action out of no action like you can. And it's been a fun 13 years so far with you and I doing this.
Well, it's unbelievable that it's been that long already, but this is I really enjoy this, and we've got a great partnership going. And Zach, when you bring it along, your insight is valuable here, and your eyes and your commentary is a plus working this wild and crazy tournament. But Jamie, you do such a fantastic job with the technical part of this. You've always got the facts when we need them. You've done your research, and you keep things up and running for us, and it just makes our job together fun. And hopefully our listeners out there enjoy the product that we bring, and we just enjoy our time together, and we enjoy what we do because we love the sport of wrestling. And when you love the sport of wrestling, it makes what you do that much more enjoyable, and it doesn't seem like work. It's just a lot of fun. So thank you, buddy. 13 years, and we're looking forward to, in about 8.5 months, we'll be back for year number 14. So exciting times, fun times. West Delaware made history here this weekend. So a very, very enjoyable state tournament time for us, and an outstanding season for not only West Delaware but the rest of our area wrestlers as they came down here and wrestled and did a great job, and we've just been a small part of that. So, buddy, thanks a lot, and I'm looking forward to next year.
And I'll probably say this one more time before the end, but we're very fortunate of where we live and get to call high school wrestling in Northeast Iowa, and the great level of wrestling that we get to see week in and week out. We're very fortunate for that.
Well, we certainly are. Not a whole lot of stations take the chance and put wrestling on the radio, but that's kudos to KMCH for supporting wrestling in Northeast Iowa. So thanks to them also.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us. Thank you very much, Roger Reed, for all your work this week. We're going to take a break. We'll be back at 152 pounds. We'll have high school basketball coming your way in just a little bit. We'll be able to get a majority of that basketball game in before we see Brady Henderson at 152 pounds. So stay with us. You're listening to the Iowa High School State Wrestling Championships from KMCH Sports.